All right, are we going here? Looks like it. I see a countdown. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I see dots moving. How's everybody doing tonight? Scott and Tara are both in. We're gonna try and keep this kind of quiet because we're in a motel. So Lee says he's here, but he ain't all there. Howdy, Lee. Are we buffering for you guys at all? Mark's in. How's Mark doing tonight? There's Lee. Tara says it looks good. Loud and clear. Okay. Well, hopefully we're doing okay. We're on the motel Wi-Fi, so doing this on the laptop. So I don't know how well this is gonna hold out or anything, but we'll try and do it for, I don't know, half hour. We'll see what we come up with. I don't want to be too disturbing to all the neighbors. So I didn't get any video last weekend because of the rain on Saturday, and then it was muggy, humid, hot here, well, back home on Sunday. So that's why we're doing the live stream. Gene's in. How's Gene doing? Shop time with Dave. Hi, Dave. Stay dry today. Not really. It downpoured for a little while, and then kind of gave up. It was sort of on and off. I had a water resistant jacket, but I went and bought a rain jacket last night at Menards. The stupid thing's is small. I didn't pay attention to what size I was getting. So can't be more annoying than the newlyweds next door at hotels. Well, that's fair. Upper 90s here this week. Ooh, that sounds gross. Doing okay. Bear from the heat this week. Love the new truck, though. That's good. More rain coming, yeah. Looks like next week is supposed to be decent, though, from what I was seeing, if I saw right. Next week is supposed to be sunny, kind of hot. Be good weekend to cut hay on Sunday. Hi, it's in. Hi, Connor. How are things up your way? Doing pretty good here. Gene says he's beat from the heat. Yeah, so am I. I got a cold from it. I came down, what was it? Monday night or Tuesday night? It must have been Monday night. My throat started bugging me, and then when I woke up Tuesday morning, I had a sore throat and runny nose, and then by that night, my whole body ached and everything was nasty. Steve Mack is in. Hi, Steve. Icon wants to know where we're hanging today. We are in Spencer, Iowa / Spirit Lake, Iowa is where the hotel is, but Spencer, Iowa for the weekend. We are down here for Red Power Roundup. That's this weekend. So spent all day there today, and then we'll go back tomorrow and Saturday, and I'm kind of not sure yet on whether we'll go Sunday or not. Because Sunday, what is it? I don't have my pamphlet on me. Sunday it closes at noon, I think it was, if I remember right. So I'm not sure if we'll just go home straight here from the hotel, or if we'll go from the show. Wish I could have gone to the Red Power Roundup this year, but getting a new tattoo Saturday morning at 9. Nice. Better get good video, Dave says. I It's right here. I think there's 16 clips on the camera already from just today. Are you going to catch up with Farmall Ben? No, he is on a trip to Canada this weekend. He's kind of bummed out that he can't go this year. He's headed up north. I think his family does a fishing trip or something like that. So they're going up to Canada. So no, I'm out. I'm all by my lonesome down here. I did run into one guy. His name is Dwayne. He sold me some plow parts and stuff before down in at Le Sueur, the Le Sueur swap meet. So bumped into him. That was kind of fun. Forgot about the Red Power Roundup. Still waiting for it to come back to Wisconsin anyhow. Yeah, I think last year I was kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to go again. And then I heard it was in Iowa, and I was like, well, what the heck. So it's only a 3.5 hour drive for me, so that wasn't too bad. I didn't think. So figured, what the heck, might as well go. So it's actually quite a bit bigger this year than it was last year. I was kind of unimpressed last year, and it's sort of revived itself, or however you want to put that. So I'm happier this year than I was with it last year. So that's a good thing. Would have been a 6+ hour drive for me. Yeah, that's quite a drive. One of these years I need to check out Red Power Roundup. Yeah, I don't know if it ever goes down to Florida or not. I heard somebody saying I think next year is in Missouri or something like that. If I overheard that right, I don't remember. 3.5 hours, that's a day trip. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I think, well, I left home at 7 o'clock in the morning and I got down here about 10:30, so it wasn't too bad. Ryan's in. How's Ryan doing? Doing pretty good here, other than for a cold, but I'm getting over that, so. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a drawer. So hopefully you guys don't mind sniffling, because from what I've checked out, there's no box of tissues in here to blow my nose, so. I think it was Florida Flywheelers when I was there one time. Well, Florida Flywheelers is different than Red Power Roundup. Florida Flywheelers is down there. That's their yearly show. And Hyatt went to that, but I don't know if Flywheelers or if Red Power Roundup goes down there or not. Find any good eats at the show? I didn't really spend too much. I didn't really look around too much for eating. There was a pork stand or something like that? They had like pulled pork sandwiches and stuff like that. I didn't check that out. I had a Godfather's pizza. It's a slice of pizza for lunch today. What else? Oh, there's a little cafe open they serve breakfast. They're open till like about noon, and then they cut it off because they just have breakfast stuff. There's one other stand I thought opened, or maybe two. There might have been a couple more places that had like some burgers and stuff. I guess it wasn't too bad of a ride for me at 7 hours to Spencer. That's still fair. That's about what it was to. Well, it was 8 for me to go to Nebraska last year. I love Florida Flywheeler show this past February. Hyatt says, Godfather's Rocks. Yeah, it's pretty good pizza. Not too many of them around anymore. This was a great big semi-trailer they were working out of. My cousin used to work at Godfather's over here. We should say F it and I'll meet at Flywheelers sometime to escape winter. Well, you guys can go ahead. I don't have that kind of money or vacation time to do that. That's too expensive of a trip. If I can't drive there in a day, then I can't go. And that 8 hour drive down to um, Nebraska last year, where Red Power Roundup, that was about enough driving for me. I kind of was a little bit burnt out after an 8 hour drive. Yeah, I don't know if Godfather Pizza's still in the cities here. Yeah, I'm not. I know there's one in Brooklyn Center. There's one there next to the bowling alley. Not a fan of Florida. All that salt air will cause one's nuts to rust. Yeah, I was. Well, I went down there the one time for to see the Pat Getz Museum before that closed up, and that was mid-July or something like that. That was yucky, very very yucky. I think I did it for around 1,000 last year. I haven't been at Godfather's Pizza in Duluth for 30 years. I believe it. It surprises me that there's not more of them around because I mean, that's pretty good pizza compared to some of the stuff that you can get, delivered and whatnot. Or go sit down and eat for that matter. I mean, I had a Pizza Hut pizza, a couple weekends ago or something like that, or I don't remember how long ago it was. But anyways, I like the Godfather's pizza I had today more than I did the Pizza Hut pizza. So that was flight, hotel, and car. My go-to for pizza is Toppers now. I don't know if I've ever heard of Toppers. Last Godfathers in Wisconsin was a New Claire. Not sure if they're still there or not. Hyde says he wishes he saw Pat Getz before it closed. That was right in his backyard too. Yeah, it's kind of too bad that and Farmall Land, that those two both shut down. There's a couple um, of Farmall Land tractors here that at Red Power Roundup that they got new signs made that say who it's owned by now, because obviously Jerry Mez doesn't open them, or own them, but they've still got a plaque on the one I seen on, was it on a light bar or something like that, that said displayed in memory of Jerry Mez, which I thought was kind of sweet. We're down to one Ponderosa in the state. I don't know if I've ever heard of Ponderosa. Dave says he's got to get back to working on the house. Sounds good. Steve Mack says we have Toppers here. It was good. Then some foreigners bought it and it tastes like shit now. Lee Harris says he remembers Ponderosa. Get any new toys? No, I have not bought anything yet. There was is it a 7? I think it was a 782 with more deck on it that I think was for sale. I didn't actually stop and look at it. I think, was I riding the People Mover when I saw that? I don't think he wants $400 for it though. That's all I brought with me. I didn't ask. They have old timey IH dealership and shop on display there. If they do, I haven't run across it yet. I don't think they do, though. I don't think they did last year either. I think it would be kind of hard for them to recreate a dealership with this show being a traveling show. I know that there was the Red Power Showdown, which is the one that Pete from Just a Few Acres went to out in Pennsylvania. I think that one was hosted at where there's that there's this one. I don't know if it's a museum organization or if it's just a guy that's doing it on his own or what, but they have that. When I International came out with the prototype dealership, which was the one that had the big, tall, skinny pylon that kind of most people remember, there's somebody kind of turned that into a museum, and that Red Power Showdown was hosted, I think, kind of in conjunction with that prototype dealership. So I think, like I say, I think that one would have been the one with the dealership and stuff. But I don't believe that Red Power Roundup has one. The best pizza I ever had was at a small pizza place in St. Peters Beach, Florida, back in the 80s. Marshall's Mystery says, love Pete. So do I. He's kind of my idol. Lee Harris says, the best I remember was Rocky Rococo when he was in his 20s in Minneapolis. There's one of those in Brooklyn Center, too. In fact, it's almost right across the street from The Godfathers. Because me and my mom were just talking about that last night. Because there used to be one in Brookdale Mall. Back in the day, we had one awesome Farmall dealership and shop. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed when there was Greenberg Implement that was like, is it like a couple miles away from Dad's farm? That look as a kid, I don't remember much from it, but what I can remember now, with what I know now, you could tell it was a total IH dealership, and it's sad. It's sad, for crying out loud. It's sad to me that it's closed up now. It closed in 2013, I think it was. Really, I wonder if it's the same taste as I remember. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had Rocky Rococos, and obviously I wasn't around that long ago, but yeah, there's one still open in Brooklyn Center. We had Rockies in West Bend for years. They were good for a short time. All this pizza talk, I'm getting hungry again. Yeah, same here. I had kind of a late lunch, so I guess I gotta have a late dinner, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll have to go somewhere. What do I gotta do here? Yeah, their Mark is in. How's Mark tonight? Plan on going to Half Century Progress in 2025? Likely not. I guess I don't know where it is, but I haven't looked into it, and more than likely not. I won't be going to Red Power Roundup next year either because I don't think, like I say, I think that was in Missouri, and I probably won't go. Won't go to that. Kyle says it's damn wet here. You need the rain, you can have it. Don't need the rain here. It's not too wet back home yet, but holy cow, coming down here to Iowa, I can't believe how much standing water is in the fields. It's crazy. What am I going to do? That one. We had Ford and Alice too. Now John Deere is definitely the king. Yeah, Deere's the only closest one to Dad's place now. Just had pizza for supper, but Jack's almost doesn't count. Oh gosh, I remember coming home on Saturday night and having a Jack's pizza with Dad. Hyatt wants to know if anyone's going to Nowthen this August. I will. Lee says we've got flooding here across the state. I know it told me that my travel path, or whatever, however you want to put it, my route to come down here was on the map thing. It said my route was in a flood warning area, so drive with caution or whatever. We got a nice storm this afternoon. Mark says he'll send some rain my way. No, thank you. If you go to the opposite corner of Iowa, it's still PFD. What's PFD? Flooding here expected to get more all weekend. Yeah, I think. Well, I just looked at it. I don't remember now. Supposed to get back home. They're supposed to get rain tomorrow and Saturday, and then it's gonna be Sunday and all through next week. So that'll be good. Grass will grow like crazy. Gene says he's debating between Nowthen or go to Baraboo this year. Same weekend. Oh, popcorn fart dry. Okay, I got you. What are you doing in Iowa? I'm at Red Power Roundup. What do you think I'm doing? Beautiful haymaking weather in my forecast. Yeah, looks like Sunday should be the day to cut up here. Be good to dry up. If it holds true. That's the key component. Highest paid liars on TV. What did you bring? I didn't bring anything. It's too far of a drive to bring anything. If I had a good usable trailer, I maybe would have brought the Cub Lowboy, but I don't really want to borrow Dad's lawnmower trailer, and I'm not gonna pull my big heavy one all the way down here. That's way too much gas. So I'll just pay to get in. Scott says that they have had excellent weather for baling hay. Kyle says nonsense, never too far. Well, I don't have money that grows out of my ears, so. Icon says, almost forgot there's a huge John Deere show in town next year. Are you coming, Connor? I think I'll pass. Gene says he'd bring one to Nowthen, but it's a 5-hour drive for him. Yeah, I can understand. Uh-oh. Here, I'm gonna try and run some ads for you, but I'm gonna skip them for you guys. You don't need to be watching ads while you're watching a live stream. That's ridiculous. Kyle says local shows cockshut this year. Nah. Although I do have the new hauler, but the 6.2 gas would be 6.2 gasser would be pricey. Yeah, that's for sure. Gas guzzler can't be as bad as like the V10s were. Now they've got the Godzilla motor. I'm driving my 806 to the Deere show. I have to show everyone what a real tractor is. There's a 806 down here for sale from Graves Tractor Salvage. They want $14,000 for the thing. I couldn't believe that when I saw that. 14,000. It's absolutely insane for an 806 with an ice cream box cab on it. I remember when Dad paid $6 for the second one he got. Connor, if you saw a John Deere tractor with potential about to be scrapped, would you save it or is it history? I'd share it with one of my John Deere friends, like Tony. Is that the one you were telling me about? I don't remember which one I was telling you about. Yes, that is the one I remember now. Yes, that is the one I was telling you about. After I told you about it, I went and looked at it. 14,000 is what they had written on with the marker thing, the window marker on the door. I seen that and I almost had to like fall on my knees. I couldn't believe that. 14,000 they wanted for that thing. That's ridiculous. And it's not even like those things have air conditioning or anything. Like, it's an ice cream box cab. Come on. Could have at least put a diamond cab on it or something. For crying out loud. I just bought a $100 Oliver 1800. I refuse to spend big money on a toy tractor. No cab is fine. I like topless tractors. I like the ice cream box cab. Don't get me wrong there. I don't like them for $14,000. I don't need an ice cream box that badly. Jeez, that's just and it wasn't even restored. It was like an original tractor. I should have taken a pic. I don't think I took a picture of it. I should have taken a picture of it. Yeah, I don't have a picture of it. I only took a couple. I took a picture of what 1466 with big old swampers on it, and a Super M with big old swampers on it. And then I took some pictures of a hydraulic setup on a Super MTA diesel to see how I need to set mine up. By toy, I mean a real tractor, but at this point they are hobby toys. Well, that's just it. If a guy, I mean, even if a guy is farming with them, like me and Dad are, they're you're not farming for a profit. I mean, there's people that make it work, like Pete from like Just a Few Acres Farm, but I mean, other than that, I mean, they really aren't a profitability kind of thing. Like you say, Kyle, they're toys. 1206 for 14,000, maybe not at 806. Yeah, see, I can't believe what the market is on them 806s now. I mean, you can't hardly find one for under 8. The ICB is cool for what it is. Not a cab fan after that until the 86 series. Cab on my 756 would be nice for the kiddo to ride with me. Yeah, but you won't pull the trigger on one. It's hard to profit off a 14,000 initial investment. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Kyle says he's got to go. See you, Kyle. Thanks for stopping in. I think they've got to be pricing that tractor just thinking that, oh, it's Red Power Roundup. Somebody's going to want it just because it's Red Power Roundup. Like, I got to believe that that's what the deal is. I just bought a 250, so there went my cab money. Yeah, okay, whatever. Everybody says bye, Kyle. I'll have to look tomorrow and see what that guy wants for the 782. I'm kind of curious about that one. I think mine's gonna be a tough one to save, the one that I have. I get the original part, but that's reaching. Oh yeah, there's an 806 with ICB and 402 combine at the show. Looks familiar, and I'm wondering if you could check the serial for me. Yes, I will take a look at it. I'll take a picture of it actually too, and I can email it to you. It's a Wheatland, if that's important in any way. I haven't been looking for one honestly lately. Nothing I wanted close enough. 782 will fit in your truck bed. It should. I'm not sure what the motor deck on it, but it should. I just don't know that the guy wants $400 for it. I'm not spending any. That's all I brought with me. I'm not spending any more than that. In fact, it'll have to be less because I don't. I spent I used some of that money on lunch today. I think it was it $8 I used. So thanks. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it was 2 tractors ahead of mine on the assembly line. Sounds good. I will, like I say, I will take a picture and send it to you. That way you can say you took a tractor home. Well, Pete says he'd like a 982 diesel. What is the tow capacity of my truck? I want to say it's like 10,000 pounds or something like that, roughly. I know because mine's got the Coyote V8 in it. I know that the EcoBoost, if I had the EcoBoost in it, it would be like a 12,000. I think it was towing capacity, but I don't remember. Did you bring your trailer to pick up a vintage tractor? No, I did not. There is a 1939 F30 with a what was it? I don't remember the model number. It was an older corn picker. Um, Hooked up to it. They were both for sale. Mark says maybe it's a good thing I didn't go then. Yeah, because you'd be my loan officer. I already told you that. And I didn't pull what others do and check on the uh, on Facebook Marketplace for the vicinity around here. Wasn't gonna start that bad habit. Galvanized tin on the corn picker? No, it was wood. It was still wood. It was really old. It wasn't a mounted one. It was a pull behind, and it came. The picker chute came out the side. It doesn't. I get rid of my 2023 and a half EcoBoost after hearing all the engine repairs needed on my coworker's truck he traded in. Yeah, I'm glad I went with the V8. The only issue I've had so far with the V8 is the intake manifold. It's got a flappy thing, flappy something to do with the for the torque. So I gave up on, or they replaced that under warranty, thankfully, because that was like $1,000. What stood out the most for me today? Uh, that's a hard one to pick. I would say, as far as tractor wise, probably the gold demonstrators. I think there was a guy that had an entire lineup of gold demonstrators. Like it was actually like each tractor that was of the demonstrator lineup. Um, as far as like exhibition goes, I think the coolest thing I saw today was the what did they call it? Brain fart. I can't think of the word. The conference, I guess. The conference that Max Armstrong and Lee Clancher did. I went and checked that out. They did that at 3 o'clock today, so I caught that. I was a little couple minutes late to getting there, and it was standing room only at that point. In fact, I was peeking in through the door. I couldn't even get into the hall that they were hosting it in. Love those gold demos and the ones in all white. Any white demo tractors? Yes, there were a couple of white demo tractors. And there was one that was, I guess you could say, all original. One that had been repainted in the red by the dealership as instructed by International, but there was spots of the white that were, coming through the red, where the red had worn off and the white was showing again. And they had like clear coated it or something, or mineral spirited on it or whatever. They put something on it to kind of make it shine and kind of pop the original colors, and it looked really nice. So that one was kind of cool to see. But yes, there were some painted up white demo tractors. There was a couple honeybees, the honeybee loaders. Those were those are always kind of neat to see because they're so weird. But those were kind of cool. There was one that was painted up that was kind of crappy paint job. I mean, you could see the paint runs. The spark plug wires were all painted over. I mean, it just looked messy, looked sloppy. But did John Deere have any alternative colors for demos? That somebody else will have to chime in on that one because I have no idea there. Ryan says the C is one that was painted red over white. Yeah, that's what International instructed the dealerships to do when they sold a demonstrator tractor. They were instructed that they had to repaint them in the IH red color. Same thing goes for the gold demonstrators. Those were supposed to be repainted in the red color. So it was kind of interesting hearing. There was somebody that I had overheard just partially talking about the repainting and stuff, and it was kind of interesting just to hear what he had to say about that some dealerships didn't do it and whatnot. Ryan says John Deere didn't do any different paint colors. Gene says now that he's got a hauler, he should look for a trailer. Trailer is a big important thing, yes. I'm very happy with mine. I wish I kind of could have gone with the 14,000, but 10,000 will do fine. I don't need to be hauling any 806s or anything on it anytime soon, so it's about big enough for what I have, and that's a good limit. I was kind of surprised that there wasn't. I thought there would have been like somebody would have had some like of the milking equipment, like the cream separators and stuff like that. But I haven't seen any of that stuff, and it could be in a building I haven't gone through yet. But I was kind of surprised that I hadn't seen any of like that stuff. I have a couple I can borrow now, so can wait. Would be nice to get one big enough to haul the 756. Closest Deere got to a change of colors was the Patio series of riding mowers. Yes, it was John Deere, the little riders with the what they had like the blue and the pink and yellow and the green, of course. They have a red. I don't know if they did. Only color John Deere was yellow for the industrial. Pete 359 is Ryan, who is the son of Bob D4 Bob. The Bob who likes to flip his plow over. Which I was going to ask Ryan, did you and Bob go to Spring Plow Day this year? The very little bit that I saw of Spring Plow Day on my page, I didn't see you guys at it. Which I kind of wasn't surprised because I know that they that there was talks that they weren't going to plow at all because of how wet it was. So I kind of figured that maybe you guys wouldn't have made the trip, but I wasn't sure if you showed up or not. Mark says, "Oh, that Bob, yeah, that Bob." Ryan says he did, but didn't bring a tractor. Too wet. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. How many more days are you going to be at Red Power? I'm here through Sunday. So whether I'm actually going to the show on Sunday or not, I don't know yet. Because Sunday's only like a partial day. They close at noon, I think the pamphlet said. They close the show. So it might not even be worth it for me to go on Sunday. I might just go home and maybe go out to the farm right away and see about helping Dad get some hay cut. So I think only Cody and Toby posted videos of Plow Day. I didn't watch any of those Plow Day videos, so I didn't really know who else showed up. I knew that Cody did because of me and him having a text conversation, and I know Luke was texting me because he ran his Super Am, and who else? Oh, Nathan was there. Shop Dave was there. Oh, okay. Are you planning to post some videos of your adventures there? Also, yes, I have the GoPro with me, so I think it said that there was 16 clips that I had taken today. Now, usually those are all like minute long at most, half the time, so maybe 16 minutes worth on the camera right now. But I do have videos, and I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to do 2 parts, so 2 days in one part, 2 days in another part. Well, it maybe be one day. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it yet. So, but there will be video of Red Power Roundup. So that'll be next week's video. Will be the Red Power Roundup video. So stay tuned for that next Thursday. There's a pile of Red Power Roundup pics on the Red Power forum already. If anyone is interested. Oh gosh, yeah. A sneeze. I've noticed that a lot of people have been posting on Facebook already too. They were posting on Facebook yesterday before the show even opened. All the exhibitors having to spoil everything for us. Mark says, bless you. Thank you. I gotta go blow my nose quick, otherwise I'm gonna start sneezing like a wild hog. Hey, there's tissues in here. Found some. They're hiding in the bathroom. That's dumb. Any Threshers at the show? Not that I've seen. I've only seen the combines, and they haven't been doing anything. I haven't seen any balers. I haven't seen any hay presses. Couple mounted corn pickers. One had the sheller attachment on it. I need a water. What else did I see? I don't remember what else. If your nose runs and your feet smell, you've been built backwards, Connor. Well, I don't think my feet smell, so. Any active equipment demos? Not that I've seen. Now, I don't know if they're doing anything like tomorrow and Saturday. I should have. Dummy me, I didn't bring my pamphlet in. It's in the truck for the Red Power Roundup pamphlet, and that shows all the like events going on. So I don't remember. I don't know if they're doing any like live demonstrations tomorrow or Saturday when there might be more people. I don't know. I didn't quite look too far ahead in their itinerary or event schedule or whatever you want to call it. Just because it's a lot to keep track of. A lot going on. I think they've got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings open with international stuff in it. And then there's like probably as many, if not more, outside areas that stuff are sitting in. So it's quite a bit bigger this year than it was last year. There's a lot more to see and view. So we don't need ads again. Stop trying to run ads. I don't like that. Why is it shouldn't be running ads in the middle of an ongoing live stream? That's so dumb. Should do it for the after watch when you're watching it after the fact. Makes no sense why you would make somebody watch advertisements while a live stream is going. Kind of defeats the purpose of a live stream. Jackie's last live stream, 3 ads in 30 minutes. Well, I don't think we're at the 47-minute mark, and we've only had 2 attempted ad breaks. So lots of people have ads during their live shows. Quite annoying. Yes, that doesn't make any sense to me. How do you keep a live stream going? Like, you have to stop and wait for the ads to quit playing before you can interact with your subscribers again. It makes no sense to me. Why would you play ads during the live stream? That makes no sense. That's how you make some big bucks. Well, if money's that important to you that you got to run ads during your live stream, yeah, I guess that's what YouTube is, I guess, nowadays, is money grab, but I don't know. I certainly don't make that much money from this thing, and here I am, still doing it. So I guess I could understand it for people that, like, Toby or Squatch, where he makes a living out of it. Now, granted, he doesn't do live streams, but from if it was your livelihood, I guess I could maybe understand it. But like I kind of just said, if you put ads through the middle of the thing, if somebody keeps yapping or whatever, you miss half of what he said. Well, I don't understand. If you don't have mega followers, you don't make much at all. Yeah, that's just it. Not that I'm complaining at my 2,000 whatever it is that I have, but I don't make anything off of it. off of this, really. I think it's like $100 every maybe 6 months, if that. So, but that's not what I'm here for. That's not the point of me doing YouTube. I'm here to show how I farm. That's what's fun to me, is showing the farming stuff. It'd be cool if it hit a wider audience, but it doesn't, and I'm okay with that. Would be cool if Squatch did a live stream. Yes, it would. But I think he's too. I think he's a little bit more of an introvert than I am, even, and he's not good with that. People who pay for the ad-free YouTube content are the only ones to hear what's going on behind the ads. Yeah, that's true. The problem is that they don't really. It doesn't really compensate for the advertising, the ad revenue. From my understanding, anyways, the people who have, like, I think, what is it, YouTube Red or something like that, they don't get the advertisements. It's not as compensating as, say, just the advertisement alone is. Ryan says he did 4 shorts on YouTube of 2 red tractors and got one special for you for me. I'll have to check them out. I haven't been on YouTube checking my YouTube feed for. I don't know if I don't think I checked it at all yesterday, and of course today I haven't. And I know I didn't Tuesday because after I got home from work, I slept the entire evening away because of the cold. So. Ooh, what do we got here? Guest directory. Ooh. Pizza. We were just talking about that. The Boondocks. Get yours uploaded maybe this weekend. Sounds good. That's Legos. That must be Mexican. What's the hotel like? Well, it's a motel. It's a Super 8. That's okay, I guess, for a Super 8. I don't know. I've never been in another Super 8 before. So. Feels kind of sketchy, but at the same time, I mean, it looks decent. I mean, there's the beds. You guys are backwards. I mean, it's not a terrible room. So, does Super 8 have free breakfast? I have no idea. I didn't ask. I didn't look. Maybe our directory tells us. I doubt it. Places of worship. I know that that cafe at the Red Power Roundup, they have breakfast stuff, which is probably what I'm gonna do for breakfast tomorrow. It's a little advertising. A&W. Godfather's Pizza. I'm gonna go on a whim and say no. Breakfast. Oh, here we go. We offer a Super Start breakfast, which features coffee, tea, juices, milk, hot and cold cereal, baked goods, and fresh fruit. Seasonal items, including biscuits and gravy, are also available. It doesn't say whether it's free or not, so more than likely it's not. So there you go. Here's what I know. Looks clean enough. Yeah, I mean it's not any worse than any other any hotel I've been in. So I mean, I really can't complain. 2 beds, yes, 2 queens. I think they are. I think that's what I. That was the smallest room I could get. I would have done a 1 bed, but they didn't have any available. So no free breakfast is a deal breaker for me. I don't really care. Last time I had free breakfast, I didn't utilize it anyways. I went to McDonald's and got breakfast. Decided to spoil myself. I had been in much worse. Had a mouse crawling in my Carhartts the next morning. That was a roach motel. Yeah, I kind of when I was looking like when I booked it and I told my mom that it was a Super 8, she gave me a look of horror like I was renting a crack house. But I mean, from the photos, it looked decent enough. So I was like, well, what the heck? The other motel that was available looked worse than this one did. So I was like, well, I'm going with this one then. The only thing that sucks is it's a half an hour away from the showgrounds, which not a big deal. I don't mind driving, but that just kind of, it's one of those things where it would have been nice to be like 5 minutes away. Ray for biscuits and gravy, icon says. A Red Roof Inn would be a bit concerning. I don't remember what the other one. I think the other one was more of like a local joint, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like a decent place, so kind of dark in the room, but I guess I could turn on the bedside lamp, but then you guys would have a bunch of glare, I think, so I'm not too worried about it. It's not like I'm doing much but sleep here anyways. They'll probably, after the live stream, I'll probably hop in the shower, take a shower, and then go to bed. So, not a big deal. Used to stay at Motel 8 when I went to the two-cylinder shows years ago. They were nice. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say I'm disappointed in this one. I mean, like I say, it's not really any worse than a hotel I've been in. So to be able to say that about a motel, and they're owned by Wyndham, which I think is a pretty reputable company. If I know anything about the recreational world, I guess if you want to call it the hotel world. Interesting. My chair's got all kinds of fancy gadgets and stuff on it. There's like 5 different levers on the bottom of this thing. But no armrest. I need somewhere to put my arms. Did they leave a light on for you? Oh wait, that's Motel 6. Yeah, no light on when I got here. I just noticed the automatic door closing thing looks like it's about well, the arm for it looks like it's about ready to fall off, but I don't know if it has to be like that or it's like hanging down. Ugh. Well, we're coming up on the hour mark, so I think that's probably where we're gonna cut her off for the night. I don't really have too much more to report on. Not much has happened, so. And we've kind of talked about everything at Red Power Roundup. Unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about, ask, say, whatever. Otherwise, if you guys are good, I'm good. So. All right, sounds like we're signing off. So, all right, thanks guys for tuning in. Sorry I didn't have an actual video for you, but it's nice to do these live streams every once in a while. So we haven't done one in, I don't know, since last year. I don't think since winter. So anyhow, stay tuned for next week's video. We'll have the Red Power Roundup. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for interacting, and hopefully we'll see you guys all next week. Adios, amigos.